Good evening, parents, families, and distinguished students. I am Mrs. Salcedo, the proud principal of Paramount High School West Campus. Although we cannot celebrate our night of recognition together, I wanted to make sure that we keep the tradition alive of recognizing academic excellence, even if we do it virtually. By continuing this tradition, we are reaffirming our commitment to academic excellence by honoring those that have exhibited extraordinary achievement. These students have worked hard their freshman year of high school, despite these unique circumstances. Pirates, I encourage you to continue to strive for greatness and lead in a manner that others want to follow. Again, congratulations and enjoy this video as we recognize our honorees for their academic achievement.
In the area of physical education, I, Ms. Hunter, would like to recognize Daniel Graciano. Daniel is a very self-motivated student. He is mindful of his positive energy and always looks to challenge himself to be better. His strong work ethic doesn't go unnoticed, although he makes it look easy. He is a young, determined athlete who is open to learning, and I have no doubt in my mind that he will do great things. Keep striving for excellence. It will pay off, and good luck next year.
In the area of physical education, I would like to recognize Haley Jimenez de Anda. I would like to recognize Haley for her perseverance, great work ethic, no excuse attitude, and positive energy she brings to class each day. Thank you for being an excellent student. I wish you all the best in the future.
In the area of physical education, I, Mrs. Newsom, would like to recognize my student, Jordan Enriquez. He is a standout student. Jordan excelled in distance learning with a positive attitude, ready daily with his camera on, communicating in the chat, and encouraging others. He believes education does matter, and his mission is to graduate in 2024.
In the area of physical education, I would like to recognize Juliana Sandoval. Juliana has been an excellent student from day one. She participates in all our workouts and discussions on chat. She turns in all her assignments and is always on camera. She's a perfect example of what a distant learner should be. Thank you, Juliana, for all your hard work and effort. Keep up the good work. You have a bright future ahead of you.
In the area of JROTC, Sergeant Brayboy would like to recognize Yoselin Rodriguez. Cadet Rodriguez is a natural leader. She holds her subordinates accountable for their actions while building solid relationships. She is on her way to becoming one of the greatest leaders the JROTC program has ever seen.
Mr. Laws would like to present a special Paramount Pirate Award to Nicholas Hampton. During these difficult times of virtual learning, Nicholas has excelled in every aspect. Throughout all of his different subjects, math, science, history, language arts, and PE, Nicholas has successfully completed all of his assignments. He is continually one of the first students to class every day and one of the last to leave. Nicholas improves the class daily by helping his fellow students and keeping me on track. It has been a pleasure getting to know him throughout the year, and I look forward to seeing what the future has in store for him.
In the area of art, Mr. Prado would like to recognize Gilberto Cervantes Rivas. Not only does Gilberto have the highest percentage in the art class, he is always on camera and willing to participate. Always positive and willing to learn, Gilberto is an example to all his peers that good people finish first. I am so proud of him for all his hard work. Thank you, Gilberto, for making this school year better. In the area of art, Mrs. Cunningham would like to recognize Samantha Magaña. Samantha has been an excellent student in my art class this year. She not only participates and keeps up with her assignments, but she is also an incredible artist. For each project we have worked on this year, I am always excited to see her work. It is thoughtful, creative, and completed with skill and care. In the subject area of ASB, Mrs. Cunningham would like to recognize Kimora Howard. Kimora has been an essential member of the ASB family this year. She participates in class and activities, keeps up with her responsibilities, and has even volunteered her free time to join 2 different committees. She is collaborative, well-spoken, supportive of her peers, and the embodiment of pirate pride. In the area of AVID, I, Ms. Sarabia, would like to recognize Alberto Garcia. Alberto is the embodiment of an avid scholar. He always comes to class prepared and ready to work. He has big goals and ambitions. He has been a great role model for his classmates and is always willing to help others. I'm very proud of you, Alberto. In the area of AVID, Mrs. Jimenez would like to recognize Angel Diaz. It has been a pleasure having Angel in my class. He participates and maintains a charismatic presence during class. He's a diligent and hardworking student who puts effort into his work. It's been a pleasure having him in my class. In the area of AVID, Mr. Dodson would like to recognize D'Angelo Valdez. D'Angelo is a student of great character, tremendous work ethic, and contagious positivity. He is a great role model for others, and his introspective nature will help him in accomplishing anything he sets out to do in life.
In the area of computer science, Mr. Dietz would like to recognize Dulce Lazoya. Dulce is a stable force in the classroom. She is quick to grasp the logic and concepts of Python and helps her classmates on a daily basis to understand the material. She is an amazing student.
In the area of Introduction to Engineering, I want to take this time to recognize Edgar Lopez for his outstanding work, dedication, and positive energy in engineering class this year. He is the light at the end of the tunnel. In the area of Introduction to Medical Technology, I want to take this time to recognize Evelyn Osorio Martin. Evelyn has made the mornings worthwhile with her smiles, her bird, and positive attitude. Evelyn also excels in taking the next step in her projects without being prompted. Excellent student and person overall.
In the area of digital media, I recognize Azira Banderas for this Excellence Award. Azira is a very talented artist and a great student. She has maintained the highest grade in all Intro to Media classes and gets involved with every assignment. The Media Pathway is lucky to have her in the program.
I would like to recognize Giovanni for making the most out of his freshman year. It may have looked different than we thought, but I am proud of your ability to be present and overcome this challenge. I wish you the best.
In the area of world languages, Spanish 1, I would like to recognize Diana Ortega. Diana has been an amazing peer and scholar in her Spanish 1 class. She has always submitted quality work, participating in class discussions and learning opportunities. Diana is an active listener and is not intimidated during distance learning. It has been a joyful experience having her in class. Gracias, Diana, y espero que continúes trabajando duro.
In the area of Spanish 1, I, Señora Sarabia, would like to recognize Isabela Jagdeo. Isabela is a standout scholar in my Spanish class. She always comes to class prepared, ready to participate, and even helps me when I need a chat monitor. Isabela es un ejemplo para todos mis estudiantes. Fue mi placer tenerte en mis clases. Mucha suerte y felicidades.
In the area of world languages, Spanish 1 for Spanish speakers, I would like to recognize Ashley Gonzalez. Ashley takes every opportunity to maximize her learning. She is always attentive to detail and discussions. I am extremely proud of being her teacher. From day one, Ashley demonstrated natural abilities to learn and adapt to the learning environment. I feel fortunate of being her teacher. To your continuous growth, Ashley, you are a great example of a learner. Espero éxito y grandes logros en tu camino.
In the area of Spanish 1 for Spanish speakers, I would like to recognize Destiny Sicairos. Absolutamente fenomenal. Destiny is always on task and ready to complete anything I throw her way. She always comes in with her camera on, and she makes sure to participate in daily discussions. I love her positivity and the great quality of all her work. Destiny, gracias por siempre ser una estudiante tan ejemplar y por participar en español y por leer por gusto. Ciao.
Good evening. My name is Mr. Navred, and tonight I'm going to present the Most Outstanding Musician Award in Music. It is my pleasure to give this award to Sarah Sanchez. She is an outstanding violinist, has done a fabulous job in my classroom. She is always prepared, and she plays the violin just beautifully. So congratulations to Sarah Sanchez for a job well done. I hope she continues in music. Thank you.
In the area of theater arts, I would like to recognize Jessica Osorio Martin. Jessica has been a role model and overachiever in my class since day one. She has attended class daily, participated faithfully, and has turned in every assignment throughout the entire school year. She completed first semester with 101% and currently has 100% this semester.
In the area of English language arts, I would like to recognize Ethan Serrano. Ethan has been an excellent student in my English class this year. He always participates with a positive attitude, and he keeps up with his assignments. For each class discussion we've had this year, I've been grateful whenever he initiated each discussion. He is a thoughtful and articulate individual that is not afraid to speak up. Thank you, Ethan.
In the area of project-based learning language arts, Mr. Dietz would like to recognize Jasmine Padilla. Jasmine is an all-around joy to have as a student. She works hard, turns in assignments on time, and is always ready to give 100%. She is an example for her peers and just a great person.
In the area of PBL media, I, Mr. Jaffe, recognize Layla Green for this Excellence Award. Layla is a great talent in digital media. She has maintained the highest grade in class, gets involved with every assignment and every day in class. The media pathway is lucky to have her in the program.
In the area of Principles of Nutrition and PBL, I nominate Tyler Fajardo. This student made great progress during distance learning. The perseverance and self-discipline have truly impressed me, and I am proud of you. If you can get through this, you can get through anything.
In the area of biology, Mrs. Rogers would like to recognize Javier Acosta. Javier is always participating in class and always supporting the conversation in the chat as we move through the lessons. He works hard and makes sure to get his work done. He is a great addition to PBL.
In the area of language arts, Mr. Kelly would like to recognize Brenda Mercado. Brenda Mercado is an excellent student in English language arts. She gives her best effort and strives for excellence with her assignments and classwork. Brenda has continued to improve throughout the school year and build upon what she has learned. In the area of language arts, Mr. Minton would like to recognize Brianna Rodriguez. Brianna is an amazing student. Her cheerfulness radiates through the computer and spreads throughout the rest of the class. She is enthusiastic about school and shows up at least 10 minutes early every day. And Brianna is an A student who is always willing to help others, especially her poor old teacher. In the area of language arts, Mr. Dotson would like to recognize Braseda Jacobo. Braseda exemplifies all the pirate pride qualities and more. She is kind, hardworking, and excels at anything she sets her mind to. Her positive attitude and friendly demeanor makes her a joy to share a classroom with. I look forward to all the great things she will accomplish and her continued growth. In the area of language arts, I would like to recognize Cesar Estrada. Cesar has demonstrated excellence this year because of his diligence and consistency. He only submitted exemplary work and always earned top marks. I hope he continues to utilize his strengths and strengthen his weaknesses. In the area of language arts, Ms. Sonato would like to recognize Edison Sanchez. Edison always tries his best. He consistently completes his synchronous and asynchronous assignments on time.
In the area of language arts, Ms. Taitano would like to recognize Elisa Montero. Elisa has demonstrated to be a model student in language arts class. As she enters the class, she never skips to greet the class her good mornings, submits work ahead of time, does quality work, and garners the highest grade in most of the assigned tasks. What a way to have a good journey in her freshman year.
In the area of language arts, Ms. Nahara would like to recognize Eric Mendoza. Eric has consistently tried his best all year. He attended office hours when he needed help, he turned in all assignments, he participated in small group and class discussions, he asked very good questions to help clarify points of view, he greeted teachers good morning and said goodbye coming in and out of class. He even sent us a picture in front of the marquee at school showing his name when he was nominated Respectful Pride winner.
In the area of English language arts, I would like to recognize Gilberto Cervantes Rivas. Gilberto has been an excellent student in my English class this year. He not only participates and keeps up with his assignments, but he is also an eloquent writer. For each class discussion we have had this year, I'm always excited to see how Gilberto responds. His responses are insightful, articulate, and he speaks with skill and care. Thank you, Gilberto.
In the area of language arts, Mr. Gitchell would like to recognize Ricardo Lizarraga. Ricardo is a diligent and thoughtful student. He always gives a greeting as he enters class and participates and responds in a friendly and meaningful way. He completes all his assignments and diligently works in the language arts program. It has been a pleasure and an honor to have known Ricardo this year. Thank you for being such a responsible, respectful, and hardworking student. I wish you all the best for your future.
In the area of language arts, Ms. Martinez would like to recognize Yadi Archie. Yadi has been an amazing student all year long. He comes to class ready to learn, communicates well, participates, reads out loud in small group, does all of his work, and is motivated. He is respectful and kind to both teachers and peers. Yadi, Gitchell, and I are very proud of your hard work and wish you the best in 10th grade.
In the area of language arts honors, I would like to recognize Christian Cortez. Christian is brilliant. He is a thinker who can synthesize information, a reader who thoughtfully examines and interprets the literature, an author who masterfully communicates his ideas, and a creative who is a breath of fresh air. Dearest Christian, all eyes are on you. Lead the way as you do. In the area of language arts honors, Mr. Kelly would like to recognize Micah Juliana Biala. Micah Juliana Biala always goes above and beyond what is expected of her in honors English language arts. Her academic assignments and work habits are excellent. She is always focused and eager to learn more. Micah Juliana's endeavors exemplify pirate pride. In the area of English language development, Ms. Jimenez would like to recognize Leslie Paez. Leslie has demonstrated academic excellence throughout the year. She isn't afraid to participate during class discussions or to ask questions. Her positive attitude and effort stand out during class, making her a role model for her peers.
In the area of Algebra 1, I would like to recognize Andrew Sultan. Andrew sets the example for what pirate pride is all about. Outstanding work ethic, exceptional performance, and a consistent drive to learn to the best of his ability.
In the area of Algebra 1, I would like to recognize Candy Ayala. Candy is a remarkable student. She stands out in many ways. She is very gifted at math and is genuinely a very nice person. Candy excelled on all exams and assignments. I'm very proud of her. I predict her future will be bright.
In the area of algebra, Mr. Radmanish would like to recognize Celeste Torres. Celeste's positive attitude reflects her hard work ethic and her determination to do her best. Thank you for working so hard to be an outstanding student.
In the area of algebra, Mrs. Funmeyer would like to recognize Enrique Vega. Enrique is an awesome student. He has a great attitude, works through any difficulties without complaint, and always strives to do his best. I am so proud of him and I am excited for his future.
In the area of algebra, Ms. Herdman would like to recognize Gilberto Cervantes Rivas. Gilberto is a wonderful student to have in class. He is a hard worker and produces outstanding work. He led classroom discussions and was often the first to volunteer a response. In the area of algebra, Mr. Grimes would like to recognize Maya Chairez. Maya earns this recognition by exceeding my expectations with the quality of her work. Her samples were consistently among the top of the class. This level of commitment will certainly lead to future accomplishments. Congratulations, Maya. In the area of algebra, Mr. Jameson would like to recognize Natalia Alvarez. Throughout the difficulties of this year, Natalia has been outstanding and consistent in her performance, using our online alternatives and participating in class weekly, consistently turning in quality assignments. A great job.
In the area of Algebra 1, Ms. Espericueta would like to recognize Robert Chavez. Robert always puts great effort in class, participates during online learning, and is consistent with submitting assignments. I am very proud of Robert, and I am confident he will have a bright future.
In the area of algebra, Ms. Brooks would like to recognize Samuel Uriarte. Samuel is a hard-working student who persevered through distance learning. He started the school year strong and has maintained that stride.
In the area of algebra, Mr. Pasquale would like to recognize Sandra Sultan. It has been a pleasure and an honor to be Sandra's teacher this year at Paramount High School West Campus. From the first day of class, Sandra impressed me with her qualities, such as respectful, diligent, productive, and inquisitive. Her advanced skills and passion for math allowed her to do tremendously well in my class. She works really hard, and the quality of her work has been consistently amazing and surpassed my expectations. Keep up the great work, Sandra. In the area of honors geometry, Mr. Radmanish would like to recognize Belinda Salazar. Belinda has displayed what it means to be a great student. She shows up every day with a positive attitude and a tenacious work ethic. Congratulations, Belinda, for being an exemplary role model. In the area of honors geometry, Mr. Grimes would like to recognize Christian Cortez. Christian has performed at the highest level throughout this unusual year. His degree of participation, effort, and precision consistently served as a model for his peers. Congratulations, Christian. This recognition has been well earned.
In the area of biology, Ms. Martinez would like to recognize Christian Hernandez. Christian is a responsible, hardworking student who has sustained his motivation to succeed in this class the entire school year. His kindness towards others stands out and is very much appreciated.
In the area of biology, Ms. O'Reilly would like to recognize Destiny Sigairos. Destiny is an absolute incredible student. Her curiosity sparks so many fun and interesting conversations. She makes complex connections between topics and is always willing to challenge herself. She has a bright future ahead of her. Congratulations, Destiny. In the area of biology, Ms. Alba would like to recognize Gilberto Cervantes Rivas. Gilberto has been a wonderful addition to our class. From the first day, he made an impression as he introduced himself. He is always on task and participating. He asks truly insightful questions during class discussions. His desire to learn is admirable. I hope that Gilberto continues to lead with the same curiosity throughout his life. In the area of biology, Ms. Mendoza would like to recognize Paris Mesa. It has been an honor to have had Paris in my class this year. Paris is an exceptional student who has such a contagious zeal for learning. She did not let this difficult year of distance learning deviate her from her academic goals. She always engages in her class discussions and never fails to turn in high-quality work. Paris continued to aim high. In the area of biology, Mr. Lizardo would like to recognize Emily Ruiz. Emily is a fantastic student. She comes prepared to learn with a positive outlook, friendly greetings, and overall great vibes. Emily shows a deep understanding of biology, which is demonstrated by the A's she has received on each of her tests. It has been a pleasure to be Emily's teacher. Wait to be a dynamic voice in our classroom by providing responses and encouraging others to participate. In the area of biology, Mr. Durian would like to recognize Gerardo Barajas. Gerardo was a model of consistency and excellence this year. He always turned in high-quality, detailed work. He had the highest score out of all the students in my classes. Gerardo is definite college material. In the area of biology, Miss Andre would like to recognize Micah Juliana Viala. Micah is a wonderful student to work with. She's always asking questions that help further our class discussions on science. She's also a hard worker and active participant in class. I know Micah's curiosity and work ethic will get her far. I am grateful to have been her teacher this year. In the area of biomedical, Mrs. Rogers would like to recognize Emily Santos. Emily is one of the many kids I can count on in class to participate. She is not afraid to ask questions and always has something fun to say. She is kind to everyone in class and has a great spirit about her.
In the area of AP Human Geography, Mr. Larkins would like to recognize Christian Cortez. Christian epitomizes pirate pride to the 9th degree. Productive, respectful, inquisitive, diligent, empowered. Christian will undoubtedly succeed in any and all future endeavors to which he sets his mind. Great things await Christian in the future. In the area of world history, Mr. Larkins would like to recognize Sarai Caldwell. Sarai is a personification of the student all teachers want. She embodies pirate pride, productive, respectful, inquisitive, diligent, empowered. Sarai's future is bright indeed. I can't wait to see what she accomplishes.
It is my pleasure to present the Principal's Award. This is the highest honor usually given to one student from the class of 2024. However, this year we had 3 students that maintained academic excellence in our most rigorous courses throughout their first year of high school. When teachers were asked to describe these students, some of the responses included hardworking, dedicated, outstanding, and positive. Some even said that these students made them want to be a better educator. It is my pleasure to present Alexis Hay, Evelyn Osorio Martin, Valerie Osorio Martin with the 2020-21 Principal's Award in recognition for overall excellent academic achievement. Congratulations, students. Thank you to everyone for taking the time to honor our students this evening. Parents, you are partners in your child's educational journey through your involvement. To my teachers, thank you for all your dedication as you support our students each and every day. Once again, congratulations to all our students receiving awards this evening. Congratulations to all our students recognized, and good night.